Hello, fifth graders. Today we are going to talk about how to make a spreadsheet and how to use that spreadsheet to calculate things like the mean, the median, and the range. Now, in the last assignment that you did, you were calculating these things with a calculator and adding them all up and dividing by the number there are, which is great. That works. But you can also use a spreadsheet to do that part for you. All you need to do is enter the data and it will find the mean, median, and mode. So let's take a look at what we're talking about. Here's my spreadsheet right here. This is about Minnesota's average high temperature from the years 1905 to 1915 and the years 2005 to 2015. And what I'm asking you to do is I'm asking you to compare these two and decide whether or not you think that we are warmer now than we used to be. But I'm going to leave that up to you to decide. So what I'm going to teach you to do today is I'm going to teach you how to build something that looks like this. Notice we have January and July, and then so let's look at this. January, we have all of theirs, 1905, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then down here we have the mean, the median, and the range. Now, I did not calculate these manually. I did not add all these together and divide it by 11 in order to make the mean. What I did do was put a formula in here. And that formula calculates it for me automatically. So that's what I'm going to show you what to do. Now, in order to do that, though, you're going to need to make this spreadsheet. So let's talk about spreadsheets. Spreadsheets are a series of what we call cells. Each one of these little things right here is a cell, and each cell has a name. So you'll notice that if I tap on January up here, this cell number is B3 because I highlight it, and it now has B highlighted and 3 highlighted. The letter comes first, and the number comes second. So January is B3. 11.1, that would be B4. And 23.3, that would be B5. If I want to look over here at this cell way down here, this is F14 is the name of this one. So every cell in this spreadsheet has a name. Now, you'll notice that I merged some cells together to make them extra long, and I will show you how to do that later. But for the most part, every single cell has a specific name, and that's going to be important for us as we go into making our formulas. So if you click on a cell, you can then type letters and numbers in, and then you actually just hit this check mark up here to get out of that. So let's create this spreadsheet. So let's start by looking at putting in our numbers here, 1905 to 1906. I noticed that 1905 starts in A4. So I got a blank sheet right here, and I'm going to look at A4. And I'm going to put in, down here where it says enter text or formula, I'm going to put 1905. There we go. That's this information that was in B4. Again, hit that check mark up there 1905 was in B4, right? What was in B5? That was 1906. So, in fact, you could just start to follow the pattern here, 1906, and I can hit return. And notice when I hit return, it goes to the next cell so that I can just type in 1907 and then hit return, 1908, return, 1909, return, and so on, and so on. So that's how we're going to enter things in here. We're going to look at the cell number that we're looking for, and we're going to put it in there. So I would put in spot B4, I would put 11.1, because that's how much was 11.1. Oops, 0.1. That was the, well, I don't have my title here, do I? Be nice if I knew which set of months it was. So I'm going to put that. I'm going to look back and say, oh, what goes right above it in B3? January. So I'm going to put January in there. January. All right. That's how we're going to create our spreadsheet. Now, I'm not going to make you sit here and listen to me and watch me while I make the whole thing. That would be super boring, and I think you get the idea. So instead, I'm going to show you what it looks like once I've entered all of my information in. All my info is in here, but it still looks different than what I'm looking for. This is got colors. This has got extra lines, it's got mean, median, and range. It's got all this stuff in here that this doesn't. So I'm going to talk about what to do and how to make the colors and how to make things look pretty. I'm going to talk about that in the next video.